with the, dreads or having afros all of a sudden.
Bro, take that wig off. Come on, bro. You ain't even got a line. Love is still our culture, dog. It's crazy, man.
How did you even manage to get that? And why does it look kind of decent? I ain't gonna lie. Like, but then when they're asking a single black person, they start saying things like Lil TJ.
Look, they only say rappers or people that they see on the internet, dog. Bro. What is this nigga wearing? What is on his head? What is on this nigga head, bruh? And welcome back to the channel, man. BryceDaBadger back in the building. Listen, we here with another reaction video to that boy Love Halal. We got Japan is the most racist country. I went to find out. I want to go to Japan one day, man. You know, being on the internet, looking at videos or whatnot of people traveling and doing all they thought thizzle and whatnot. Bro, those people do not see black people ever. And I don't know why it's so homogenized over there, but, you know, to each their own, I guess, or whatever. I don't fucking know. But yeah, those people, man, they just gonna do whatever. They just gonna do whatever. They gonna touch your hair. They gonna do whatever, bro. I don't know. I seen a video the other day of a guy talking about, talking in his native tongue to a dude thinking that he don't know the native tongue. Talking about, you're so black. You're like dark. Like your skin is super dark black. Like jet black. I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Are you good? And he kept saying the shit after the nigga acknowledged it in the tongue, bro. And it's like, no, you don't understand what I'm saying. No, I understand what you're saying, bro. That's disrespectful. That's dead ass what the nigga said.
There's this perception, growing sentiment that Japan is just a perfect country. Everything is great. No issues, and especially not racism. And I feel like this reputation really stemmed from those weebs, you know, the anime fans who think, oh, everything, you know, kawaii, ooh, whatever the hell. But even in anime, bro, have you seen the way some of these black characters are animated, bro?
Oh, man.
And some of the people will say, oh, it's not racist, you know, that's just the art style, or they don't have...
Nigga. Attack on Titan. They made a black man look like a black man. What are you talking about?
Have black people over there, they don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. They have the internet is free.
I was about to say, they don't have black people over there, nigga. Google images? What the fuck?
The way, your boy, 50% Japanese, 50% black. I have no bias. But the thing is, it's not just anime. Hold on. It's also people in real life. There are real clips.
Are Japan a racist country?
Definitely, yeah.
Too many blacks in Japan lately.
Now, the other day I seen this clip right here.
Oh yeah,
really
they having some
me to make
like
this video because what the actual
immigration type of problems. What the fuck?
No circus performance here, bro. Are we monkeys or something? Basically, I came across this video from a guy who went to Japan and he saw this in the store. Black babies that you can buy for.
Bitch, what in the fuck is that? Nah,
for
bro.
300 yen.
They were selling black babies. And I stared at that machine for about 15 minutes before I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna get one.
And you decided to buy one, bro? This gotta be some type of, I don't know what it is. It's gotta be something. I'm gonna find a way to get you canceled, bro.
And you stood there for 15 seconds.
Cultural blackface appropriation, something.
You know what? I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it.
Some type of African American law, bro.
Now, to be 100% honest, the reason why I got black baby here was because, well, you know,
it's
I
black.
want to have kids someday. And I thought this would be good
with a black
practice.
person?
So like any good father would, I showed him a lot of love. Black baby here is a racist caricature of black people. And frankly, I couldn't believe it. Because one, black baby here isn't actually black, but a tan baby, per the translation.
You see these lips? This is not.
I don't give a fuck what the translation is, bitch.
Specifically symbolize that they're black. They're not tan.
All right, this nigga about to catch a JBL clothesline, dog.
Japan, bro.
This nigga about to catch a JBL clothesline.
By the way, me being half Japanese doesn't really absolve me from anything, because if you look at half Japanese people, often talk about the racist experiences they grew up in, living in Japan.
A next door neighbor, they used to think like I was a drug dealer. Like they've said things like you look like a mafia.
Plus you're born and raised here, but you still feel like an outsider.
Yeah, mentally, definitely, I don't feel like I belong here.
Their experiences aside, I see videos all the time on the streets, you know, people with the, you know, dreads or having afros all of a sudden.
Bro, nigga, take that wig off, nigga. Come on, bro. You ain't even got a line. Love is still our culture, dog. This shit crazy,
How did you
man.
even manage to get that? And why does it look kind of decent? I ain't gonna lie. Like, but then when they're
It
asked to name
fucking
a
wig
single
off.
black person, they start saying things like Lil TJ.
Look, they only say rappers or people that they see on the internet, dog. Bro. What is this nigga wearing? What is on his head? What is on this nigga head, bruh? Are you serious? Don't let me catch you out in public, nigga.
Shout out to Lil TJ, but
cutting
that
them
should not be
shits.
the first black person you think of, okay?
Cutting them
You sitting there
shits.
thinking, you skip, I don't know, MLK, Obama, I don't know, LeBron James, me. I don't Lil TJ.
Lil TJ. I'm so thrown. I'm so thrown for a fucking loop, nigga. How you have dreads, but you don't know black? How you got dreads, but you don't know black people? That don't make sense. Oh my God, that don't make sense, bro. This shit is pissing me the fuck off. Your hair don't grow like that.
And then when you're a black person, like full, 100% black person, going there to visit or travel or whatever, you might even have a negative experience, you know what I'm saying?
Man, you a fucking show.
Have you experienced any racism? I wouldn't say racism. It's more like you're expected to be this sort of hip-hop-ish, that kind of culture. You better be athletic. You better dance. You better something.
That's crazy.
Basically, bro, Japan is not perfect by any means.
You go over there to a club and you black, you just come on, hit the dance, do something. I know you can do the I know you can you know you can do the like what the fuck, nigga? I don't know how to do any of that shit.
Different issues, going around there. Especially
The
racism,
handstand,
like
you
that.
can do
Like,
the
that's not
handstand,
a
right?
thing. They're just drawing the characters a certain way. It's just the animes. They just don't know any better. That's also something I've noticed, especially in like Asian countries. People will be quick to say, oh, they just don't know any better. Like a Chinese person will go up to, I don't know, I show speed and say straight up, just say nigga to him.
I'm saying.
不太一样啊。那个啥，那个
Saying that word that many times, you know the way it sounds.
Hey,
Let's be real,
exactly.
there's a stereotype for Asian people being extremely smart, and you think for some reason they don't understand that. Like, bro, these people know. They know.
There's a stereotype for them being extremely smart and extremely racist, dude.
Some of them know, bro. It's okay to say that some people are racist. Some people are, bro. No country is 100% perfect and absolved of any issues.
But it's crazy because they're racist because they dead ass know nothing about nothing. Like they don't know. They just know internet. That's it. All they see on the internet. And then they go off internet. Now this guy's just funny. This guy's just funny.
You're saying that you are literally meat riding an entire location, a country, a place that, matter of fact, you're probably not even from or have
And
any
they got
DNA
some good
from.
signs.
So relax, okay?
I ain't gonna lie.
Weebs. Anime is amazing. I love anime. Anime's great. Chill. But one thing I will say is that I'll never truly know how racist the country is unless I experience it myself. I really gotta go boost on the ground, do some interviews, walk around, talk to people, or get a little, experience myself of how they treat me as, a black person or half black person in Japan.
He's half
without
Jap,
that, how
half
can
black.
I really speak on racism or societal
So I'm
issues
assuming
within
that he
another
can-
location
he
that I've
can
never
speak
been? So
Japanese.
I guess let's go.
Damn, nigga, you good? Hello?
We good.
Okay. All right, just making sure, dog. Random airport footage. Nigga gave me a beat, gotta go and kill it, nigga. What? I don't really know. We up in the sky, flying high, nigga. Gotta go ahead, be that guy, nigga. Ooh, look at that, nighttime. Don't give a fuck, I'm on the grind. Gotta go ahead and do it right now. Yeah, you know that this my time. Yeah, nigga, what the fuck you on? I don't know, but leave me alone, ho. You already know what I'm on. Bitch, I'm steady up in the zone. Gotta go ahead and get up on it. And you know a nigga ride like a fucking pony. I don't give a fuck. Gotta go ahead and turn her up. Yeah, bust up in the butt. Yeah, bust up in the guts. Yeah, nigga.
We are here officially in the streets of Tokyo, Japan.
You see it. If I drop my camera out of this balcony, this is like $1,000 loss.
All jokes aside, I'm really here on international business, trying to create relations and ties from country to country. Is this a tourist-friendly spot for black people? And there are a few different ways I can go about conducting my IRL research based on the studies I did. I feel like the most effective way people tend to call out racism here is like the stares, maybe some comments, and people avoiding you in public spaces like trains, buses. You get the point. Now, another thing to take notice that we are in Tokyo, right? A very, very, what's the word? The most diverse city in
Japan, so it's gonna be less racism, or I guess they'll be more used to seeing other races here in a city like this compared to the countryside. I decided to break it up into 3 separate categories. Okay, we're gonna be doing the stare test. Stare test, we're gonna walk around, you know, see what the stares are looking like, how they're feeling, you know, if there's anybody, you know, looking a little too hard, looking a little too crazy. The public faces test, you know, see if people like to sit next to me or feel disgusted in my vicinity. And lastly, the interview test, where I talk with some of my friends who were on this trip with me, or maybe I even speak to people outside, which, you know, I am very socially awkward. I'm such a scared, frail individual who doesn't like to talk to people, so that'll be kind of difficult. We'll see. So let's go outside and start off with the stare test.
Let's do it. Let's see if they looking, getting gushy, looking and just getting pushed. What the fuck is that? Who that? They alright? Check on them. They need a hip replacement. I ain't got one to give them either.
And I didn't really notice any stares at all. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Nobody stares at you if you're black. And that was until I realized I was not wearing my glasses. There was a time I was walking down the block and every single human being in the vicinity stared in my direction.
I know I said people
I mean, you
don't
got glasses
stare that
though.
much. Ignore everything I said, all right? Because nigga, every single person was staring for a little minute.
It's not necessarily
But them some big ass glasses though.
Let's be honest. Who wouldn't want to stare at a gorgeous chocolate alpha male as myself?
Shut your ass up.
Okay, you could low-key tell when somebody's staring at you in like a negative, you know, connotation, or if they're looking at you in some, oh, like that's a nice outfit, or that's a nice. One thing I have noticed, bro, people really like outfits here. This is like a big like fashion
they fuck
type
with
of
swag.
city, because half the time it didn't feel like they were looking at me. But
They
it
fuck
wasn't
with
looking
the
at me in
drip.
like a negative way. It was like, oh, I like the outfit, or the outfit's interesting, or you know, this person looks interesting. And let's be honest, if you see a polar bear in Arlington, Texas, you might take a couple glances at it. It's not necessarily the worst thing in the world. Because black people are kind of polar bears in Arlington, Texas. I mean, I've probably seen a total of like 10 black people so far. There's a difference between a, you know, get out of my country, you dirty nit, and a, oh, that's an interesting specimen. I've never seen a human being as, you know, beautiful and aesthetically pleasing as yourself. Which a lot.
And then they walk up to you, hi, is your skin dirty? How did it get, can you not wash that off? What the fuck are you talking about?
A lot of people would probably say about me. So far, I haven't really experienced anything crazy. It's been nothing but love towards me. However, I did notice that when I was walking with one of my black friends, some Japanese girl happened to come out of the corner, point to my friend and be like, "Nigato." Can you confirm that they called?
She called that nigga a what? I can't lie. I turned around. What? Huh? What the fuck you just say? You called me a what?
Called you Nigato on a drive-by.
Yes, I'm not gonna lie, this is my feelings, but hey man, we're in Japan, so
oh,
it doesn't really
shit.
matter.
It doesn't count. They can't be racist, bro. It's cool.
What if they were admiring the fact that I'm like Killer B? You know? Ooh,
that's
Nigato,
okay,
Naruto,
bro.
Look,
Nigato?
or what if we're just mispronouncing what it actually means?
That's what I was thinking. It might mean something else. So if you guys know what that means in the comment section, let me know. So now we got the stare test out of the way. Let's get to what the public spaces train test. See if people want to sit next to an African American, darker skinned, curly
I think I'm gonna move
haired,
myself.
9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 on some days, handsome individual.
Man, goddamn, can y'all fix the fucking brakes?
It's just kind of perfect, though.
I ain't gonna lie.
Actually, no, because no one will sit next to you.
I ain't gonna lie, dog. This nigga look straight out of Jujutsu Kaisen or something, bro. What? See, I wouldn't trust you off the drip alone. You look like you could whoop a nigga ass right now. I ain't gonna lie. Like, that nigga got some dunks on, though. I see you, my boy. They don't see you, though. But hey, I see you. Don't even worry about it, my dog. But listen, yeah, that drip right there. Man, that's some scary drip. I wouldn't even know what to expect from a nigga dressed in this drip. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's in the suitcase? You got a katana in there, my nigga? Nunchucks? How many weapons are in the suitcase? Got a Draco? You are black. Y'all like those.
They might just not sit because you have a suitcase. Not even that, yeah, you're in a bad spot. Maybe move to your left so leave an open seat.
What am I waiting for? Let's see. Nobody got on. Is it because of him? though? Like, Or is it because of them?
Right here. I tried to do the train test to see if anybody would sit on not on me on the train. Unfortunately, it failed. As you can see by this 10 yen coin cheese pool looking reaction, nobody got on the train at this time, but I was able to test it again
at this
a little
time.
later.
I was about to
I
say.
just didn't get it on video, and the train was absolutely packed, but nobody gave a damn about my existence. All right, nobody cared. Nobody looked at me. It was just like people were getting on the train, getting off the train. Motherfuckers are busy. They're going where they want to go. So train test. Yeah, people don't really care. At least they didn't care in my experience, and when I was there with the bros. Since I am here with my friends, you know, I think it'll be a good idea to ask them what they've experienced so far on this trip. All right, so I am here with my bro Caleb. Have you experienced any, you know, interesting racism or any discrimination out here in your time?
I think this is one experience. We're walking past the Tokyo Sky Tree, right? And it's me and Tommy. As we're walking by,
a lot of Vaseline,
it's this
my boy.
one girl and her boyfriend.
I'm just
They see
saying.
us. She says something to him, and they just kind of laugh. Nothing crazy. She goes like, "Do whatever. Like, let's better do something." Yeah. So this is her, right? She goes like this.
It's the typical black man pose, I guess, because
Hits the forearm.
there is a meme with the four, but I mean, he looks nothing like the guy. I'll
He
put
doesn't.
the meme on the screen. He looks nothing like him. So does that go to show all black people look the
He
same?
did not put
or
the
black
meme on the
people like to do
screen.
that pose, or all black people are Atlanta demons. I have a friend here named 4D Shams. Y'all might recognize y'all might know him. So what have you experienced?
They definitely have been looking at me like, what is this black man, this BBC destroyer? Sorry.
All right,
sorry,
bro.
That was a little
It's
too
not
much.
getting cut.
You know, this is my first impression of you, and you over here talking about BBC Destroyer. Damn. Information I did not need, my nigga. We're here for your experience. You over here telling me about your penis. I'm about to burn my headphones, bro.
But I don't think it's like malicious stares, but they definitely like stare and like wonder, like, oh, okay, this is an interesting sight.
Very interesting specimen. Here we have an
Yes.
African-American male in his natural habitat. In other news, in order to really test, you know, if Japan hates black people or dislikes black people, I might have to, you know, try some other measures. Just walking around is not going to work. These people are extremely nice, a little bit too nice, so...
Okay. And what does that mean exactly?
It's like you're you know, hiding your true feelings in, and you're trying to put on a show of politeness.
Who are you?
Trying to be polite, but underneath
You mad
you're
American.
feeling something else.
Or mad English.
It's actually, there's
Where you from?
the full sentence is honenmai tatemai.
And so you're saying that like sometimes Japanese people will put on like a front, like they're nice to you or kind, but
Yeah.
secretly they don't feel those genuinely. Okay.
So even though they're angry, they don't express it openly. You know, they're very repressed
Stow
about
it.
it.
How would you like, just out of curiosity, like, as a black person myself, like, how do the Japanese women view interracial dating, or like?
Is this a black
just
man
trying to
driving?
get to know one another.
I can't
I
tell.
think they're very open to it.
Have you experienced any like racism or any like prejudice
Not
around here?
overly, no, not
Okay.
to be honest.
But I was thinking maybe, you know, more in the countryside is a little bit, I'd assume it's a little bit worse.
Yo, that Uber driver was
I would
cool
have
as
to
shit. I'm
assume
not gonna
so
lie.
too,
He was
bro.
saying some real shit.
It's not like he would have ever called this the hard R.
Right after, literally right after.
That
Can't make this up.
was
He
crazy.
dropped the hard R right after that. I guess he didn't have any ill intent. Bro was trying to talk about free speech. Y'all know how that goes, bro. That definitely doesn't
Oh,
help
brother.
the case of this country. All right, now that I am officially back, you know, home.
So what we saying is that nigga wasn't a nigga. So what I'm so let me understand. Y'all ain't beat that nigga ass? Okay. Y'all ain't beat that nigga ass. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I would have took a picture of the license plate, you know what I mean? Tried to track that nigga somewhere, you know. Hunt that nigga down. Oh. Hard ER, huh? GAS all over your house. A lighter flick. Lil Wayne.
And you know, at the setup and things of that nature, I can give you guys a little good recap. Tokyo did not really experience anything crazy. I did go to the countryside, so I went down,
That's
you know,
fire.
a little further south
That
to
looks
visit
gas.
family. And was there racism? I don't know if I would
queen.
say racism, but the stares were definitely worse, and they were definitely more on some like a the fuck type of stare. Yeah, I didn't really record much of that interaction, you know, because I was, you know, spending time. It was like vacation time and things of that nature. But now that I, you know, experienced Japan and, you know, for a good 14 days, okay, unless you live there as a full citizen, you're not gonna be able to really know what it's like to live there. Even if you're on like vacation, that's not enough time to really truly grasp the experience of being a black person in the country. And of course, there is racism, there is discrimination, and there's people who live there who will tell you that. It's probably worse the darker you are, and the more likely, if you're a woman, it's also probably worse the fact that I'm a dude. Before we get out of here, I do want to go over this one clip I seen. DG cries on stream after being microaggressed and rejected in Japan.
They probably think I'm trying to sell them something or something. Y'all cold, huh?
Are we still looking?
Look how that shit got me feeling. I'm crying, bro.
What?
I never got rejected before.
And then in the comment section, you know,
what the fuck?
People are tripping out, you know what I'm saying, oh, this is so sad, spend all the money to visit a country who thinks less of him because of the color of his skin. I'll never understand racism, blah, blah, blah. It's so weird because Japan has blah, 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 blah. And the thing is, bro, there is more nuance to stuff like this. Like, he was rejected because he was on a street where all the guys go to harass women and ask for their number. So the women already went away from dudes on that street. Sad that he went on that street. Now, when I was there, there is definitely areas like, you know, where it looks like he's, you know, in the city of Shibuya, maybe in Shinjuku. Those are like specific areas of Tokyo. Those are definitely sketchy areas, especially for women. Okay, people try to like, there is a district or an area where people, you know,
oh, is that a R34 for real?
Offer certain services.
That's an
and
R34
they will hold a sign with a dollar amount saying this is how much it costs to, you know, do these activities. And what I noticed when I was walking in these areas,
and they do have hourly hotels over there as well for those activities.
It's a lot of black people. For some reason, all right, there was the most amount of black people I've seen. And I was like, yo, whatever, some black people. I dapped them up, whatever. He asked me, yo, what are you trying to do tonight? You know, what are y'all trying to get into? It was just, you know, nice, good vibes. Then I see another one, and they were like, yo, you know, you want to buy this? You want to buy that? And then there was more. They were coming out the
damn
right, like some zombies, be like, yo, do you want to buy this?
This nigga's in Atlanta.
Have this? You want to do this?
Nah, this nigga's in New York.
And then I seen some other foreigner white dude come out of the corner and be like, I want 10 Japanese girls right now. Literally disgusting. But that's gonna be, you know, for a whole different video, for I guess the safety of women and things like that. A friend of mine actually tried to talk to a girl there, and they just walked straight past just the same way. But I'm thinking like, yo, if the people who are black that are out here are trying to, you know, get people to buy this and that service from people and speaking English, when a black person comes up to them speaking English, what do you think they're gonna say? They're gonna think, oh, you're probably one of them, not just trying to sell me something. You're not trying to sell me a CD. No, you're trying to sell me to a club, trying to get me into that type of crazy trafficking, things of that nature. So yeah, that is something I did notice out there. People were very, very nice, very, very kind. The nicest people I ever met were pretty much out there, bro. People would, you know, ask to take a picture just because you shop with them. You know, you show lots of love. There's just a lot of love, all right? I felt nothing but appreciated out there. There was even some other foreigners that come up and be like, yo, what up? Oh, you're a black person, whatever. Or even like there was white dudes come up and be like, yo, you're a foreigner too. Where are you from? Whatever. And just, I want to talk to you. Everybody wants to share, you know, culture and things of that nature. So do not fall for the propaganda. For the most part, it is pretty loving, at least surface level. Maybe there's some more deep rooted issues like socially. So if you're watching this video and you live in Japan, as a black person, the true experience of somebody who lives there. But I feel like as somebody who goes as a tourist on vacation, you're not going to experience nothing crazy, and you're not going to experience anything worse than you would living in America most likely. But that is going to do it for the video. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this video.
I would also like to say, I think it'd probably be easier for guys to get women over there if y'all actually went up to them and spoke Japanese. I'm just saying. It's probably easier to just walk up to a woman and speak Japanese. At least like, excuse me, or I don't know, some type of compliment in Japanese. You know what I mean? Because you can easily just stop her and like shoot that compliment real quick. I don't even know if you're going to know what she say back, but hey, you know, you could say that and then walk off. Fuck it. You know what I mean? I don't know if she going to chase you down, but hey, you do that over here, right? You just drive by compliment. I don't know. Do something, bro. But hey, if y'all like the video, subscribe if you fuck with the vibe. Original video is in the description. Shout out Love Halal, because this shit was fire, nigga. I want to go to Japan myself. I've been trying to. Not trying to. What does that mean? If I want to, I'm going to. Man, the video over with, man. I'm going to Japan one day, nigga. How about that?